Hello friends, welcome to my channel Game of Trades. Today is 19th of February 2018 and I will be analyzing Nifty 50. First see the disclaimer. Whatever information you are viewing through this YouTube channel is only for educational purpose and any trade that you wish to take upon based on any suggestions made here is entirely your responsibility and I can't be held legally responsible for any of your profit or loss. Now Nifty 50. So I'm after around a week I am making this analysis video because I was not well. So now let's see what is happening here. So I think this is the day I traded, and after that these are the days where I neither analyzed nor in fact I was not monitoring the market. And I had told that I will keep my positions all intraday, and unless I have a clear sense of direction of where we are heading, I will not carry on my position to the next day. And this was because market was doing a fringy move, and after this bullish run, this correction is okay, but then I wanted to protect my money, and since I'm not clear where it is going, then I must not trade or at least not carry on my position. And if you see this part, this actually confirms that what I told was right. Why I'm telling you this is because now here we had this 50-day EMA, and price action almost was stagnant at that point, so few points up and few points down. The very next day, if let's say I was long and I carried my position, I would be in a grave loss, right? Now we had this sideways movement. Now if you were short here, that means you were in good profit as well. But then if you see movement from this level, it gapped down and you were thinking that it is going to go down, and those who have not taken short position might take a short position here, and this is what happened. The whole day it did not cross that low and it carried its own up move. Now it moved up here and then it gapped up next day, and that gap up was sold. Now let's say that at this point of time you were bearish, that okay, market is not able to sustain at higher levels, and you shorted and you carried it for the next day. Then it opened gap up, and then you would be in loss, and maybe, and this gap up is a good gap up, so probably you would be in good loss, and then you might, out of fear of big loss, you might get out, and the whole day it remained almost here. So it moved it gave a swing high, swing low, and then almost it was, most of the time it was there and closed some points above. Now at this point of time, if you were bullish that okay, this red candle is now negated, and if you carried your position to the next day, you see what has happened here. So there was a gap down, and that gap remained there. Now let's say if you were short here because you think that okay, market has gap down and that gap was not bought, so that might make you bearish, and then you might carry your short position, and see the next day what happened. It opened gap up and it remained there and did almost nothing. A small body candle, a small shadow candle. That's what happened. Now at this point of time, if you were making opinions here, if you were making opinions here, if you were making opinions here and carrying based on that opinion, that you would carry your position in certain direction, you know that if you are bearish here or if you are bullish here, you would be in loss. And that's what happens if you buy put or if you buy short, if you buy call. This is what has happened to most of the guys. They have lost only because they have they were not able to see that this is going to be a sideways movement. In sideways movement, both call or put buyer will be in loss. Now the best strategy would be to short that straddle, to short both in a range. So this is a range bound movement. So you can call short, you can short call, and you can short put. But then if you are buying it and if you are not booking the profit at regular interval of time, so I repeat, if you are not booking the profit, that's why I was intraday, I was booking my profit. Then you both of the guys will be in the loss, both bears and both bulls. So this is something that this is very important that you understand, that you trade according to the market. The way price action is telling, if it is not going in a particular direction, just jumping up and down, doing some oscillation, in that case we must regularly book the profit. The rally which I showed you here, I booked up I carried my long position, and I booked a very good profit. The reason was this was a trending market. You cannot follow the same principle of a trending market in a sideways market. It behaves differently, and that means we have to behave differently as well. There are different strategies to tackle trending market and sideways market. There is no holy grail that will work in all. So you have to keep learning, you have to keep modifying, and that's the reason I was doing intraday. I was just catching some intraday moves and not carrying my position to the next day. Now still, uh, do we have a direction now? We'll see. Now somebody made this, I saw in WhatsApp group that this triangle was made. So this was the triangle. So this was made the very why I'm not considering this, because the pic which I saw, this was the day I believe, and uh, this was the day, and so this candle had not formed. Now according to what he told was, this is the triangle formation, and he is waiting for the either move break down or break out. But then does it mean now we have this candle formed and it has come down, does it mean that it has given a breakdown in a downward direction and it will go down? First of all, this is what you need to understand is this seems to be a symmetrical triangle. Now let me extend it so that it becomes better. Now this is not exactly a symmetrical triangle. They are different. One can make it, it's a different thing, yeah. But then we should wait for some time before we actually look for any pattern formation. Now if you make here, now what it appears is that it is making higher highs, sorry, higher lows. If you see this low, this low, this low, this low, this is higher lows, and this is making lower highs. And now a breakdown of this level says that we might go down, or we might possibly like to do something like this. Now, if you just move it like that, that it means here that the breakdown has actually not happened. Now, if you consider this, then you will say that the breakdown has happened. If we can just move it in a different way, then we will say that okay, now down move has still not happened. I will suggest you here is, let's wait for some more time and let market give us a clear cut direction, and don't fall into a trap of the triangle breakdown has happened and all. Triangle formation, whenever you try to analyze it, there are some basic rules to identify it, as well as some breakout rules. So for example, let's say that today also we have a candle formation which is inside, and it keeps on doing that up and down move within this triangle, the rule says that it has to break out or break down at most around 75% of the triangle. So that means if our triangle starts from this level, now if it does a breakout at this level which is almost at this apex, then this does not make sense. If it happens at this vertex anyway, it has to either the candle formation will go up or down, or it will happen here. So this is not something will be considered as a triangle breakout or breakdown if it moves till here and then it gives a move out, because anyway it has to move out either down way or or in upward direction. So this is something important, that you whenever you read a uh, symmetrical triangle or any chart pattern formation, you understand it fully before deciding if this is the pattern that you have recognized is that pattern which you had read or not. Now, this RSI is interesting. This is called flutter pattern. What is this flutter pattern? When we have this RSI, this handle, and price moves like this, like a seesaw. This kind of movement happens in a horizontal direction. Then chances of reversal is there. Now, let me see if we have an example. And this can happen not only in the downward move, it can happen when we have this in the upward move also. So, for example, if we have like this, lot of up and downs happening here, and price is making higher highs, then there is a chances if it is RSI is moving in a uh, horizontal channel. This is not exactly horizontal, but if this was a horizontal channel, let me draw it. So let's say we have this line, right? If I draw a horizontal line and RSI just moves like this inside that for certain period of time, and then if it gives a breakdown here, then there's a very big chance of price action coming down, that is a reversal to happen. If RSI flutters, this is what we call fluttering. So if it flutters here or oscillates here within just a small range of this horizontal line for certain period of time, and if it gives a breakdown, then we have a very good chance of reversal. Currently this is not even fluttering because this is moving in this direction, but we can consider if we draw horizontal line, this time will say what I am waiting for is this trend line. Okay, not this one. So we have this trend line. Now I want to see that whether this level of around 2000 sorry 10,250, whether this range is broken on the downside, or a range of around 10,700 is broken on the upside. Now this is the range, this is a wide range which I am looking at, and once we have a clear sense of direction, then I will say that okay, we are either trending up or trending down. It does not make sense that you make a preconceived notion and trade according to that. What you see in the current market is what you should trade. Now, this I showed you is what market doing. If you are bull, it is making losses for you. If you are bear, it is making losses for you. This is a sideways market. Let it have a clear sense of direction, and then it's better that you trade. Now, last time I also showed you, according to Elliott wave, that this was an motive wave which was an uptrend, and now we have this correction wave which happens in ABC pattern, and this ABC pattern are also 5 waved fractal pattern. So here is, if this is to be considered A, and A is a 5 waved fractal pattern, then this is 1, this is 2, and this sharp down move is 3, and this is 4, which 4 is again a corrective wave, and we see this correction is currently going on, or this is the fifth truncated wave. This time will tell. Let's not decide at this for now. And if at all this is a truncated wave, then in that case we might see a pullback of wave V, and then we will see wave C. But then for now, we will see if it chooses to go up or down, and I will keep my position mostly intraday. If at all I see a sense of direction happening, and that too, if I carry on my position, it will be very small. Currently I will see how has market opened. I think market has opened, right? So it is 9.6. So let me see if it is opening up or down. Okay, this is 93 points down. SGX Nifty is 24 points up, and we are opening down. Okay, or maybe this has not refreshed, I'm not sure. So maybe it will refresh at 9 or something, I'm not sure. SGX Nifty is currently showing up or up, and it is showing down. So okay, so time is also mentioned, I guess. So it was last refreshed in, okay, so it refreshed, market is in pre-open session 19th. Okay, so probably we are opening down, we will see. But then I showed you here that down, opening down does not mean that you short it. We will see if the breakdown happens, and if that, then there is a clear short, and then we can take a short trade. So that's it, guys. Trade safely. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.